Welcome to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Shuckman, alongside my Kimosabi, Chris Dewar, Sports Director. We are in week 2 of the high school football season. I made you laugh there.
You did.
That was pretty good.
You did. That was good.
Yeah, we're in week 2 of the high school football season. Great week 1.
We did, and it's amazing how quickly it's a Monday again.
Yeah.
You know, this time
right.
of year, we're going to blink, it's going to be Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the way things work. But man, I thought really fun first week.
I did too.
For only half of the field being in the field this week.
Correct, and this week changes that.
That'll be fun.
The Missouri side of the river finally ggets to play. A typical start to their season, when you count back the weeks from Thanksgiving, this is when you should begin the season. So
Agreed.
So the Missouri schools, and so we will be heavy chatting with the Missouri schools tonight.
Excellent.
We've already got set up to join us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. Hannibal coach Jeff Gishwinder and Monroe City quarterback / safety Wyatt DeGrave. Palmyra coach Justin Hutchins will be joining us via a live interview with Bob Goff from the Main Street Social House in Hannibal. That's coming up at 7:30. And we have 2 in-studio guests joining us tonight. Sawyer Harshberger to talk about the Quincy High School victory. He's a senior wide receiver, punt returner, does a lot of things for the Blue Devils.
Jack of all trades.
Yes. And then Quincy University coach Jason Kilday will join us at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. They open their season, the Hawks do, Thursday night on the road at Concordia St. Paul.
Bravo, sir. That's a really loaded lineup again this week.
We've got the best highlight wrangled up this week.
We do. Not from the football field.
Not from the football field, so you can look forward to that. That's coming up toward the end of the 8 o'clock hour, so you got that to look forward to as well. We got the Shuck 'em Up big play of the week.
We do.
And it was a hit.
It was considerably a hit. Yes, sir.
It was a hit. So we've got that coming up as well. Now, here's the thing. This is the funny thing about that, the Shuck 'em Up play of the week.
Okay.
Because there's certain plays that jump out at me that was like, well, that's the play of the week.
Right.
Connor Kelly kicking the game-winning field goal for Quincy High School is the play of the week.
Hard to beat a walk-off.
It's hard to be a walk. We didn't have video of it.
That's true.
So that's the downside to us not being able to get to every single game. So the Shuck 'em Up big play of the week always has to be a video element to it.
Yes.
So Connor Kelly, though, got the chance to talk to him after Quincy High School's victory. He blacked out.
I'll bet.
He told me, he goes, I kicked it. That's all I remember.
That's pretty impressive.
It was pretty cool. You could hear the excitement in his voice. I talked to Braxton Williams after the game. You could hear the excitement in his voice.
He had a big game.
He did. 100 yards rushing, 100 yards receiving. They found a way to win, and we're going to go through the scoreboard here in a minute. That may have been one of the big highlights of week 1, is the way the Blue Devils found a way to win.
So people were super impressed with that win because I think the Blue Devils needed that, but that was not what I heard about all weekend. In all of my travels and all of my social time, it was the game you were at that turned so many heads and set so many tongues wagging. First win to open a season for Pleasant Hill Western since 2013.
Yes.
And man, did they win.
And in impressive fashion. So, 60-0 over Unity Payson. How about that?
And everybody was talking about it. And I got the text.
Understandably so.
I got the text message, which I loved, driving back home from Winchester that night. Pleasant Hill Western, halfway to the playoffs.
True.
Halfway to clinching a bid.
True. I don't know if 2 clinches one.
I think 3 will clinch one. 2 puts you in the cusp.
It does. It really does. And I think there's 3 out there for Pleasant Hill to go after.
I tell you what, they do have a very tough schedule.
They do.
But it wouldn't surprise me to see them win 4, Matt Shuckman, after looking at the schedule.
By the way, I want to thank all of our viewers, our listeners, and all that. We had great response last week to a lot of things we talked about here on the show.
Yes.
Great numbers. So thank you very much for being a part of this show, for watching us each and every Monday, for chiming in on social media. We're going to continue to bring up things on social media. Let the debate begin. We'll reappear tonight. We'll talk about the response we got to last week's debate, and then we'll dive into this week's debate. Last week's debate, best quarterback in area history. We have some names that we're going to throw at you that neither one of us mentioned.
Okay.
And then our new debate tonight, best middle linebacker.
Which was so much harder.
I think there's going to be a ton of social media debate on this one.
I think there should be, because if you
Yes.
think about it, We've had some programs that have had some great quarterbacks. Every program in the area, I went through and made a list, has had a middle linebacker of gravity at some point.
I saw his phone. The list just went rolling.
It was bad, yes.
However, Friday night, as we were both driving home from our respective games,
yes,
we were on the phone chatting with each other.
We were. We might have had a moment of song.
We did, because I threatened to fire you.
You did.
On the way home.
You did.
Because of a reference you made during basketball season.
I did.
And it played out then on Friday night, and I could not get it out of my head.
Sorry.
The entire drive home from Pleasant Hill to Quincy.
Yeah.
Bing Low, sweet chariot.
Coming forth to carry me home.
And he carried the Pleasant Hill Wolves to a victory.
What a game.
4 touchdowns from the Bingster. But yeah, Bing Low, sweet chariot was in my head, and I couldn't shake it.
Yeah.
I turned on the radio. Nope. I kept hearing it over and over again. And Grant, I'm not going to sing it for you because I can't sing.
No, neither of us can sing, as we proved on the phone driving back on Friday night. But yes, we had some fun at the expense and in love and respect to Bing Low.
And Bing joined me on the tailgate for Shuck on a Truck after the game.
Did a very nice job with you.
He did. So let's run through the scoreboard from week 1. Week 1 scoreboard brought to you by Schottenkirk Toyota. Quincy High School, 31-28 over O'Fallon. Like we mentioned, Connor Kelly, 24-yard field goal as time expired to win that. But the setup for that, O'Fallon scored with 1:12 to go to tie the game. Quincy put themselves in position to win. Connor Kelly came through.
Can't do it much better than that, can you?
No. Decatur St. Teresa, 16-7 over Quincy Notre Dame. Quincy Notre Dame actually scored first in that game, and then did nothing offensively thereafter in terms of putting points on the board. I'm anxious to see how the Raiders rebound.
So first of all, I happened to hear Jack Cornell, on Friday morning at the Quincy Service Club talk about how this was the best Decatur St. Teresa team in a while.
Correct.
So based on that, based on what we know, and it's early season, what's your DEFCON level of worry about the Raiders, Matt Shuckman?
Pretty high.
Okay.
Based on schedule.
Okay.
There's not a lot of opportunity there to really turn things around when you know you've got Sacred Heart Griffin, which we saw some incredible highlights from. Our dude, Channel 1450's Derek Paris. Great
viral dude now. Yeah, everybody's claiming him as their dude.
I don't know if he'll ever be able to join us again.
He won't talk to us. I know he's highfalutin now.
But you got Sacred Heart Griffin, Springfield High, Jacksonville, Chatham, Glenwood, and Rochester are your final 5 games of the season.
Don't overlook this week.
No, but I'm saying there's not a lot of time before you hit that gauntlet. You have Carbondale this week.
Yeah.
Coming to Advanced Physical Therapy Field, but that's not going to be easy.
No, it's not.
And then you have Springfield Southeast and Springfield Landfair. So we'll see how that plays out. But yes, I think there's a legitimate worry of what the Raiders' record will be.
Okay.
The game I was at, Pleasant Hill Western, 60-0 over Unity Payson. From the opening kickoff to the final horn, the Wolves were in control.
Good for Coach Edwards and company. Yes. They have been waiting a long time to get it rolling.
The game you were at on Friday night, Camp Point Central over Winchester West Central, 28-0.
Indeed. I think Winchester West Central is going to be okay.
Yeah.
That is a very hard team to run on between the tackles, as Camp Point Central offensive coordinator Casey Ray will attest after last week's game. Don't sleep on Winchester West Central being kind of dangerous down the stretch.
The number 2 ranked team in Class 1A, Brown County, with a 52-0 victory over Carrollton.
So you can sort of compartmentalize that, if you will, that Carrollton's very down and only has 26 players.
Yeah.
I thought nobody came out of the gate any better, angrier, or more on point this week than Brown County. That's a real credit to the Hornets.
Yep.
They have put some real sting to what they do right out of the gate.
Beardstown, 45-20 over North Green. Strong second half from the Tigers. And shout out to our guy, Clay Story, for hooking us up with some great photos.
Job. Yeah, and huge game for Zach Meyer, quarterback who had 4 touchdowns in that one. That's a nice win for the Tigers.
Greenfield Northwestern, 45-0 over Jacksonville Route.
GNW is going to be good, and I've heard that from everybody in the WIVC.
And they will be at Camp Point Central this week.
That's a huge game.
So we'll see what happens there. Macomb, a team we have high expectations for, 42-14 over Knoxville.
I mean, it was the Drake May show.
It was.
So and not surprisingly, and had another 15 tackles as he chases that elusive.
And only played in the first half.
Yeah, only played in the first half, 15 tackles and 3 touchdowns the first, on 6 carries, I think it turned out to be.
That's what it was. Abingdon Avon 41-12 over West Hancock.
That's a rough go for West Hancock. You skipped over our friends at Illini West, though, my man.
I skipped there in the limb, but I was getting back to them because we had Shane Holsey in Carthage.
Yes, you did. Good call.
Illini West 22-17 over Princeville. Michael Lafferty's first victory as a head coach.
We learned that Liam Murphy is the quarterback, and he's a pretty good one. 126 passing yards out of the gate and 1 touchdown in a big win for the Chargers.
Yep. Petersburg Porta 50-21 over Pittsfield. Pittsfield actually led that game 7-0.
Yeah, you and I probably had the same reaction. Oh, 7-0 Pittsfield. This is going to be fun.
And
not so much.
Galena 41-0 over Rushville Industry.
Galena's good.
Galena's very good. And then Blue Ridge, DeLand, Weldon 24, West Prairie Southeastern 14.
Not the way they wanted to christen the new field in Colchester, but again, West Prairie Southeastern, it's kind of a process.
Yeah.
And so they're building forward after the 1-win season with a new coach and a new staff this season.
So again, but competitive.
They were competitive,
So,
yes.
Step in the right direction.
I would agree.
So there is your Week 1 scoreboard brought to you by Schottenkirk Toyota. We will get to our full Week 2 slate because it's much bigger now. This year I had to go to 4 different graphics to get all the games in. And we do have 2 Saturday games this week. So we have a full slate on Friday night, both sides of the river, and 2 Illinois games on Saturday. And that brings me to something new we're doing this week.
Oh, do tell.
Just for you guys, and we want you to play along. The Pigskin Pick'em is now live. Gonna be on our website. You can go there. You can find the link. I'm gonna share the link on social media here momentarily. But each week we will pick a game of the week, and it's up to you to decide how many total points will be scored. So we'll banter a little bit about this and try to give you an idea of what we think might happen. But it's up to you. And then the winner each week will get a prize package from our sponsors, from Muddy River Sports. We're putting together a package each week for the winner of the Pigskin Pick'em. And this week's game is the biggest game of the week, especially on the Missouri side. Jefferson City Helias at Hannibal, kicking it off at Porter Stadium. And this guy will be there.
Matt Shuckman has a sadistic streak to him, making you pick this game, because this is the weird game where the offense always seems to be ahead of the defense, which isn't supposed to happen in Week 1. Go high scoring because traditional history of late has suggested that. Those are 2 unbelievably good football teams.
Okay, to give our viewers and our listeners a boost, over/under on points.
I'm gonna go the over on 45 total points.
Okay.
Because I think that's safe, honestly, with the offense's play.
So 45.
So play the over on 45 if you trust my judgment.
A number. It's not an over under.
You don't get to do that. I'm just trying to help you out here.
I'm going 56 points total.
I would say that's a really good guess.
That's where I'm going. I really like this Hannibal team.
Yeah.
It's Chris Hench's final season as the Helias coach.
And nice to spring that on Hannibal for this.
Yes.
And I had conversations with our friends in Jeff City. He loves this game.
And I had conversations with our friends in Hannibal right after he came out and announced that.
Yes, he did.
And I think he motivated the Pirates as much as he motivated the Crusaders.
There's a lot of motivation floating around on the back end of that, yes.
So the Pigskin Pick'em, if you go to our website, muddyriversports.com, you'll find a link. I will share the link on social media. The poll will be open until 5 o'clock Friday. So you have all week to decide what your numbers are, and you'll win a prize package.
I would jump on that Matt Shuckman 56-point pick real fast. That seems very astute.
We'll find out. But there's your Pigskin Pick'em for this week. Jefferson City Helias at Hannibal. You name the total number of points, you could win a prize package. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're diving into the interviews. Our first guest is here, ready to join us, live in studio. So make sure you stick around. This is Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home
Supply. Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations. and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
I think what it comes down to is the culture and the people.
Our culture here at DOT is like no other. I've never experienced anything like what I've lived with for the last 12 years.
DOT is very diverse.
It is truly a family-owned business, but it is a family inside and out.
You always feel like you matter and you play a big hand in the pot.
There's so many opportunities to make a difference at DOT and really contribute to the success of the organization.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
First Bankers Trust is everything you need in a bank. It's a mobile app with 24/7 access and easy-to-use features. It's simple online account opening, start to finish in minutes. First Bankers Trust has self-service tools when you need it, so you can keep going. Over 40,000 ATMs countrywide with no fees, and service options in person and digitally. With First Bankers Trust, it's the convenience you want, the personal service you deserve. It's your bank, your way, at First Bankers Trust.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Shuckman, Chris Dewar, right here in downtown Quincy in the Muddy River Sports Studio. We're talking football.
We're talking the most exciting game of last week right off the bat.
Amen. We talked about it in the opening segment. It was the top score on our scoreboard, brought to you by Schottenkirk Toyota, by the way.
Nice.
And so Quincy High School, 31-28 over O'Fallon. This guy played a role in that. Join us in studio, senior Sawyer Harshberger. Thanks for coming in.
How's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good.
Okay, you had film session today, lightweight lifting, kind of the typical Monday.
Yeah.
Was there energy, though, in doing those things because of the victory?
Yeah, I mean, everybody got to watch film, but, like, seeing all those plays, like, everybody's kind of getting excited and, like, yeah, this is what we're doing the rest of this, like, the year, basically. So we're kind of getting into it, and even the workouts, like, that kind of gets me excited because they're light workouts, and you don't do those except for during season. So I'm getting excited just because I know there's so much football left in the season. So.
How much did you need this one, just coming in and knowing the circumstances of that game? And what was your reaction when you saw Connor's kick?
I mean, I kind of knew Connor was going to make it because that range is just his mojo. Like, it's his, he doesn't miss from there. So yeah. I knew he was going to probably make it. But, you know, it was a confidence booster. We kind of went into the game. We didn't know what to expect because last year they were just middle of the pack. But they had some really good guys on the defensive end, even on the offensive end. But it was a test for sure. Like, wasn't an easy game. So I'm glad that we had a tester for the first game of the season just to wake us up and, you know, be ready for conference play.
You know what it's like to spring a big return on another team. I've seen you do it. And what kind of momentum that does. O'Fallon opens the game with an 87-yard kick return. How did you guys react to that?
Honestly, Coach Little spoke it into existence. It's very funny.
Ooh.
So the day before, Coach Little was like, it's happened before. If they return the opening kickoff, like, we're not going to react. We're going to, you know, pound them. And So when it happened, I honestly thought back to that immediately, but I really had no reaction. I was like, there's so much time left in the game.
Right.
I was like, we haven't even played offense. They haven't played offense. So I was like, we can win this game for sure. Like, I didn't react. I wasn't nervous, but I mean, for the defense, it really put it into perspective. Like, you've got to show out now.
Sawyer, from a construct of what you guys want to do offensively, really great week one balance. For you, was that kind of as good a landmark as you guys could have done for week one of the season? And I know you've had a pretty injury-riddled preseason for this team. Did you feel good about the rhythm you guys had offensively?
I mean, we started off rough, I'd say. We had some times where, there was, 3 dropped picks, and we had a fumble, but we recovered those. So, I mean, it wasn't the cleanest game, but I do feel like we could have performed way better, probably beaten that team by a score or 2. But, it was just kind of finding our rhythm. Like, we found it at the end. We were able to run the ball however we wanted. The O-line, really solid performance. So, proud of those guys. But, I mean, I feel like, we could have performed a lot better, but it was a tester. I'm glad that we got a tester and won the game. And, it's going to push us for the rest of the year because we saw it week one.
Yeah. You caught Bryson Little's first career touchdown pass there in the second quarter. I think it was a 4-yarder.
Yeah.
Can you tell some growth in him? You've been around this program now for several years. You've worked with different quarterbacks. Can you see the growth in your young quarterback?
For sure. I played 7-on-7 with him, and each weekend he got better and better, and especially this summer. I mean, we've been out there for so long, and Bryson's his arm is so much stronger than it was. And so as a receiver, it's good because I've been able to catch for him for a while now. So kind of getting my trust in him, and then also knowing I'm not limited as a receiver. I can keep running downfield. I'm 40 yards downfield. I know Bryson can make the throw. So Bryson's growing a ton, honestly. And I mean, next year even, I'm excited to see how he's going to perform. But even this year, we've got so many games to go, and who knows how far we'll make it in the playoffs. But he's going to get better each game. And I mean, we saw it in that O'Fallon game because he started off pretty rough, but I feel like his percentage was hurt then. But the rest of the game,
right,
that's where he made up for it. So
we talked about earlier with the rhythm of the second half. Obviously, the mix of run and pass with Braxton Williams being able to grind. And I thought your offensive line grew and improved as the game went on as well.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
You have a really wonky schedule the next 2 weeks, which doesn't happen at the high school level. Saturday game this week, Thursday game in the shortest time span possible, I guess, based on high school football. That's just part of the challenge and the journey, isn't it, Sawyer?
Oh, for sure. It's going to keep us ready. There's no time where we can really rest. We can recover, but, we got to stay locked in. Even in school, we've got to perform on that end because, if we don't, we're not going to have all of our guys. But, with the Saturday game, we have extended period to where we can recover and, really focus on this team. But the next game after that, we don't. So that's going to be a real test for us, but I think we'll be able to handle it because we've got a lot of young guys, but they've been able to adapt to the defense, the new coach, and just stepping into bigger roles and stepping out into the varsity field so early. I feel confident stepping into a shorter week and feeling prepared.
I know we talked that you watched some film today. There was a chance you're probably going to watch some more film tomorrow just because of the extended week this week. As exciting as it was to watch those big plays, how much did you guys learn from watching the film on the small things that didn't go your way?
Yeah, I mean, there was so many small things Coach Wojcik was talking to the line basically the whole time, but it's they didn't do anything that was necessarily wrong. It's okay, well, if you turn your man and block him this way, this small detail is going to help so much further down the road. And we didn't get to watch the full game, but I feel if we had, we would have seen that kind of correction because Wojcik sees those things, Coach Lowe sees those things. So talking through them throughout the night, our guys have adapted really well. So film is exciting for those younger guys too because they've never been on that varsity film and seeing those accomplishments, it's big.
So Sawyer, beyond just starting better, what was the other big takeaway from Take? What do you guys have to do better to be 3-0 in 3 weeks?
I mean, we had a couple drops, catching better, but honestly, Defensively, like pretty solid, but on the kickoff end, like special teams, gotta fix those. So we had guys like who weren't staying outside. You know, they were able to cut back in, make a big play. That's how that first touchdown was scored. But cleaning stuff up on the special teams end, I'd say field goal, special teams, we were perfect. So that's really good. But basically, those were pretty much the two big takeaways. Offensively, it was just finding our rhythm, basically. So I feel like we had small minority issues. So we're going to come back next week very strong.
You've posted some stuff on social media about some of the camps you've gone to, some of the schools you've been interested in. How important is football to you and the chance to continue your career beyond this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's important to me, but most of all, like I focus on my relationship with God as well. So my mixing those things together has been crucial for this year because it's my last year. So those camps have been testers for me because this summer we've been really, really going. So going to those camps is awesome because I get to learn from other coaches and other teams and see what they're doing. But you know, it's testing my body, and that's what football is all about. Like, I mean, can you stand with all the stuff or the strain on your body? Like, can you push forward? And that's where I think my faith comes in because a lot of times you're not in the ups, you're in the downs. So I mean, football and faith mix really well. So both of them are very important to me, and they mix really well.
I think you have a very mature approach to everything you do, and you see it in practice. How much do you see the younger guys kind of looking at you now that you've earned that place of leadership with this team? And how much do you feel the need to amplify that for them? Because you do have some younger guys who don't quite understand yet on that roster.
I mean, I take it as an opportunity to just, coach into their futures because I honestly, I played quarterback. So stepping into receiver, like I had a lot to learn. And I'm thankful for Coach Little and Rowett. Like those guys have been pouring into me. But, I want that opportunity for them. So what they've taught me, I want those guys to know. Because if I go down, I want somebody who, can step in with confidence. And, I mean, that's crucial. We have a lot of young guys. But with that, we have a lot of depth. And that's important. So we've really been on that. So teaching the younger guys because, they're going to come in when we need it.
So usually, as you well know, I sit in the west end zone at home games.
Yeah.
Usually got my camera with me. If you catch a touchdown pass in the end zone, are you going to do anything crazy that I got to be ready for?
Probably not, honestly. I'm not crazy on that end. I just get real excited. I get hyped. So I'll probably spend that time with my teammates celebrating and, glorifying God just for being out, having that opportunity to be on the field. And, I'm blessed so much to just have the body I have and have the coaches I have and the facility. So spend that time glorifying God, but also, having a fun time with my teammates.
I hate to remind you of this, Sawyer, but the clock is kind of ticking on the career and the number of games you have left at Flynn Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Does that put a different purpose on you? I know you're serious about it, but does that put a different purpose knowing that your high school career is coming to an end and you've only got so many more times to play in front of that great Quincy crowd?
I mean, yeah, like the fans, our fan base is strong, but it really just have to really take in this season, like not just going by practice and just, it's another practice. Like this is a moment for one, me to get better, but two, like how much longer am I going to be here? I don't know. So same thing with the season. Like I don't know how long I'm going to be playing this season. I could get hurt or so many things like that, which I don't want to speak that into existence.
Sure.
But
be careful there.
Yeah. But really just taking in the time that I get to spend with my teammates and at Flynn and in Quincy because, like you said, that time's ticking. But I just want to enjoy this time because I don't know where I'm going to be, next year. So really just enjoying this time is crucial because all the things that we have are so high, like the bar is set high. Like Quincy has so much. Our fan base, like I said, super strong. So these things are rare, and I think that now it's my senior season, I get to see these things. So
well, it's off to a great start.
Yeah,
amen.
Week 1 was fun. Hopefully week 2 is just as fun, right?
For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to come in. We really appreciate you coming down to the studio and joining us.
Of course.
And we'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you.
That's Sawyer Harshberger, Quincy High School senior, joining us right here in the Muddy River Sports Studio in downtown Quincy. We are going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to ship it over to the other side of the river. Muddy River publisher Bob Goff will be joining us from the Main Street Social House in Hannibal with Palmyra coach Justin Hutchings. So make sure you stick around for that right after this, right here on Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farmer Home Supply.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during Denim Days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Thread Grit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary health care. From state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships? It's the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights. I'm Muddy River Sports publisher Bob Goff. I am with Palmyra High School football coach Justin Hutchings. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for making the trip over. How was practice tonight?
It was really good. It was a really nice night. Can't ask for better weather right now. So we got after. It was a learning day, but it was nice to be outside.
Are you ready for Friday?
Oh man, I can't wait. We've been counting down the days since practice started in early August. So we're really excited to hit someone else.
You know, Palmyra had a few down years, and then you came in last year and you posted a 7-4 mark. I think everybody was pretty excited about it. You know, what all that means is people want more this year.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, that's obviously our goal is to improve on what we did last year. I thought last year when those guys bought into me, it really set the tone of the years to come, and we hope to make our town proud.
You will be on the road week 1 for that short trip to Chillicothe.
Yeah. 2 hours and 5 minutes. It's going to be
always fun.
It's going to be a long one, but they're a good team. They're gonna be tough. They're gonna be physical. So we're really excited to scrap against them.
And then another road game against an always tough Bowling Green squad in week 2 before you are home in week 3 to start conference action as Clark County, who, from what I understand, is much improved this year.
Oh yes, they are. Coach Allen's been doing a great job with those guys and improving them. I know they got some great skills, and some returners up front. So.
Talk about your guys a little bit. You are turning the offense over to a sophomore in Kason Augsburg, but he's got a lot of senior leadership around him that'll really kind of buck him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Our first 2 games last year when he started for us, those guys really rallied around him, did a good job keeping him, I won't say focused because he's very focused, but keeping him calm and cool and collected. And I think just with his experience from last year that he's going to be able to do that on Friday.
And then, of course, you got his big brother in the backfield, right?
Oh, absolutely. And he'll definitely keep him focused.
Wyatt Augsburg, an all-conference running back coming back. It's nice that, you got a kid who you have said has some arm talent. I watched the piece that our man Shane Halsey did with you. But it is not all on him. You are hoping to run the ball and control the clock.
Yeah, that's kind of our mantra is pound the rock. So that's what we're going to do, control the clock, control the game, and then utilize the passes when we need to.
And plus, you've got a lot of veteran leadership on that offensive line to help make that happen.
Yes, Jared Ridout, Ace Harper, and Henley Snow are up front for us on key spots. And then we have two sophomores, Jensen Kreger and Alex O'Brien. And Alex played a little bit last year, and Jensen's new for us, but he's been doing a great job stepping up.
Some of the preseason accolades have you winning 7 games again, and which would be great. But the always tough Clarence Cannon Conference, it's going to be you and the usual suspects, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And right now everyone's talking about Centralia and Monroe game, but I mean we got to get through the other games first. I mean we got Clark, Highland, Macon, South, and Centralia and Monroe last, and I mean, it's going to be a tough schedule, so we got to stay focused week by week and take it 1 week at a time and then get after it.
It's also South Shelby's swan song in the Clarence Cannon Conference. Of course, they were a founding member of the conference back in the 60s, and they would be departing and joining the Lewis and Clark.
Yes. My buddy Adam Gunnerman, he's a great coach there. One of my roommates in college, he's a great guy, and I love going against him on Fridays.
Well, I think that, again, the Clarence Cannon, it's one of the finest small school conferences around. Of course, Palmyra going to be in the hunt. Centralia's been top dog for a while. Monroe's always tough. It's going to be a great battle all across the Clarence Cannon, and it's just nice to see Palmyra up there battling it out again. And I know the entire town is proud of what you're building, and it looks like you've got something going for years to come.
I sure hope so.
Just trying to help you out a little bit, man. So, well, all right, Coach. I sure appreciate your time. Thanks a lot, and get back. It's your son's birthday today, right? You want to give him a shout out?
Yeah, Parker, happy birthday, buddy.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Parker, and he's going to come back home and help you eat some of your birthday cake. Good to see you, Coach.
Thank you so much.
All right. Also, just want to remind you, we are going to be here every Monday night, either myself or Shane Halsey, at the Social House here, the Main Street Social House in Hannibal. They've got a pizza wagon here right now. The pizza's fantastic, and of course, you've got 24 different tap beers to come on. But the big thing is to come in here on the weekends. On Saturdays, they're going to have the Mizzou Tigers on. They'll also have the Notre Dame Fighting Irish with hometown hero Aeneas Williams. So you get to watch all your college football on Saturdays. And we will be here every Monday night. They'll have the show in the background. Monday Night Lights will be playing in the background. But it was so nice tonight. I just wanted to get out here with the coach and hang out. So it was a lot of fun. Glad we could get things going. Congratulations to all those Illinois schools last Friday. Good luck to all the Missouri schools kicking it off this week. And the boys will be back with more Monday Night Lights right after this.
Thank you, Bob. Great interview with Coach Hutchings from Palmyra. Fantastic start to the week for a great week of football. We've got both sides of the river going. Palmyra obviously on the road at Chillicothe this week, but we've got Hannibal at home, Monroe City at home, big game up in Cahokia, Bowling Green going to Clark County.
That's really interesting as well. It is a really good starter week for Missouri football.
Yeah, so we'll have reporters out and about this week, tracking down the best highlights we can provide you with, the best stories we can come up with.
And we still have some preview business to do with a number of those teams
Yes.
we mentioned that will be dropping all week long. If you haven't seen your favorite Northeast Missouri team, we've got them all covered. We've got them all shot but one, and we will have them all for you before Friday.
Yeah, so tomorrow right now today we had Monroe City on and Palmyra later this afternoon.
Equal time provision.
That's right. And we've got Hannibal coming up tomorrow.
Indeed.
We've got a new hat on the wall over here, courtesy of Hannibal AD Clint Graham.
Nice.
Got the pirate hat on the wall.
I think you've added to the football helmets,
and
too.
we've added to the football helmet collection. Had a couple guests drop in the studio on me last week.
special celebrity guests.
Yes, and so one of them is going to join us next.
Excellent.
To talk about the Monroe City Panthers and bringing me a helmet for the studio, Wyatt DeGrave, senior quarterback and safety, set to join us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline on the flip side of this commercial break. So let's get to it. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Main Street Social House is more than a place to eat and drink. It's where Hannibal comes together. Located in historic downtown Hannibal, you can enjoy 24 beers on tap, craft cocktails, delicious food, dirty sodas, and of course, beautiful river views. From live music and line dancing to community clubs, watch parties, board games, and private events, there's always something happening. Bring your friends and family and make yourself at home at Main Street Social House, Hannibal's community gathering place.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in the healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
We get it. Life's busy. With First Bankers Trust, opening a new account is faster than ever, easier than ever, and you can do it right from your phone, wherever you are, whenever works for you, in just minutes. Open your new account today. It's your bank, your way, at First Bankers Trust.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
Small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes, from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during denim days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Threadgrit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
Welcome back to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Shuckman, Chris Stewart, coming to you from downtown Quincy. We're not going to waste any time. We're going to go directly to the Hess Auto Agency hotline because waiting to join us, Monroe City senior Wyatt DeGrave. Wyatt, how are you tonight?
I'm amazing. How about you guys?
It is a wonderful Monday evening. I'm sure it's great for you because it's game week finally.
And we have a new helmet in our studios,
yes,
thanks to some magnificent and wonderful benefactor. Do you know who that might be, Wyatt?
That was my dad and Coach Kirby. They told me to deliver for you.
Hey, at least you didn't give your brother credit for bringing it. I know he was with you when you showed up to the studio, but that was all you, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah, mostly me. He just tagged along.
Well, thank you so kindly.
Yeah, it looks great here sitting on the desk, so thank you so much. And I think those helmets will look good on the Panthers come Friday night when you take on Brookfield in the season opener. Are you guys ready?
We're pretty close. We still got some stuff to go over this week. We're all as excited as we can get, though. We're all really ready to be out in the field, but in terms of being ready as a team, we still have some things to go over this week for sure.
I take it from that comment, Wyatt, that maybe the Jamboree was eye-opening in some ways. What'd you take off of last Friday?
I mean, it's kind of hard to take too many things from it because Wes got hurt in the first game and didn't play the rest of the games, and then we had Zach got hurt in the second game, so we had some fill-in guys. So it's really hard to know exactly what we have, but once we get them back, I feel like we were real good when we had them. So I'm excited, but yeah, it was a little bit we realized what we need to work on, I feel like.
Wyatt, how motivated are you guys knowing that you were so close to getting to a state title game last year? How motivating is that for you?
I feel like we're as motivated as ever, being that close, just getting you really get to see it. Everyone really talks about it, but being there and having it right there and losing it, it just hurts. And you want to get back there and not feel that again.
You had the best collection of cousins anywhere in the tri-states in your offensive backfield last year, and they're all graduated. And now you've got, yes, your little brother when he's healthy, but a really good and fun group of guys who do a bunch of different things out of that backfield. How's that transition gone with your running backs and with the new wide receivers, Wyatt?
I mean, it's gone very smoothly. It's not like they just moved in or anything, so everyone's chemistry is already there, and I've grown up with everybody in the team, so it's easy to just click and mesh with everybody. So it's going really smooth. Blaze and Colin and Wes and Davier and Tymier, they're all coming along, and I'm really excited to see where it goes.
What gets you excited about this team's defense?
Just the willingness to come up and make a play, especially in the run game. We got Lane, we got Ruben, Zach, Julian. He'll come up and make a hit. Davier will come up and make a hit. I'm going to try to come up and make some more hits this year. And Wes, Colin, Michael, just real excited to see those guys in the real game.
You guys have a ton of personalities, and that's one of the most fun things about seeing practice is you guys going at each other, or, mouthing each other before plays or whatnot. Who is the guy that kind of gets everybody going on this team? Is it Davier? Who is it that kind of is that dude that's kind of the guy that gets everybody juiced and energized for practice every day?
I would definitely say it's probably Zach Smith.
Okay.
Keeping it light all the time. He may get in a fight with Coach Kirby 2 or 3 times in practice, but it's all up between them, and I love watching it. It's hilarious. And Davier and Julian, they keep it light, especially when they're fighting with each other to see who hits harder or something like that. Practice is just real fun. And then me and Wes usually arguing about something or laughing about something.
You come from a family, mom and dad were both very competitive and very good athletes. You and your brothers, all very good athletes. Who's the most competitive in the family?
That's tough. Honestly, I would want to say myself just because I know myself and how I get around them. But when the 3 brothers are around together and we start talking about achievements and stuff, we're all pretty much the same, I can tell, because we're always just bragging on each other, see who can one-up each other. Even though I think I have the one-up with the state championship.
It's touche.
True.
So, which begs the question, when are you hitting 7 feet in the high jump?
Well, I wanted it to be this year, but a lot of different things we had to work on. So, of course, I want it to be next year, and if not, maybe we'll see in college.
I like it. But you got football to worry about first.
Amen.
For you to have success at quarterback, what is the key factor for this offense? For you to be able to do your job, who has to do their job?
Of course, the line, but I'm not really worried about them. Really, I think it's just me, just knowing what to do, knowing the reads, and just leading the team. And if someone doesn't know what to do, I got to be the guy to help them and put them in their place, put them in the right place. So I would probably just say me.
Wyatt, I've been covering football in this community for over 30 years, and we've had just 3 quarterbacks in our area over the course of that time receive Division I scholarships, and you're one of those, or offers, I should say, and you're one of those guys. And I know your confidence is high, but just how validating was that to know that people at the next level see you as that next level type of guy? And it may not be quarterback at the next level, but they see you now as that kind of guy that's worth making the investment in. That's got to be really cool for your confidence.
Yeah, I mean, growing up with Waylon and always just seeing how good he was and watching the Taltons and all of them or Monroe, I just wanted to fit in that mix and be a great athlete from Monroe. Watching Waylon go D1 and how it works at that level, I just knew that's where I wanted to be. And watching my girlfriend get all the D1 offers and I was just sitting there with none, so it felt good to get one so I can at least be on their level.
So what do you do during Monroe City Centralia games for basketball, for girls basketball? That's going to be a tough spot to be.
I don't want to anger anybody.
Smart man.
I like Coach Rung a lot.
Well, is that one of those where you wear just plain black? Because that can go either way. And no one can say anything then?
Well, usually I got a game after, so I'll have Monroe gear on.
Touche.
True. That makes sense. What has you most excited about football season?
Just that feeling when you're out there playing. It's like no other when you're running out there with all your friends, your family. And I'm just really excited to play with my cousins and my brother for sure. It's our last one, so I feel like we're really going to make it count this year.
You've had a chance to look at the Brookfield film now this week and kind of get a gauge of what's facing you. I know how important it is for you guys to win week 1. What stands out about Brookfield? What do you guys have to deal with? And what gets you that victory Friday night?
They got a good quarterback. I feel like me and him are similar in some ways. They got big O-line, big D-line, and they're definitely hungry to come beat us after we beat them last year in district championship, because I know I would be. So what we need to do is just, Coach, we got 2 words to worry about this season. It's relentless and discipline. So we need to be more relentless and be more disciplined this week, and that's what will help us come up with the win.
What's the best feeling in sports? Touchdown, throwing down a dunk, or clearing a height in the high jump?
Sheesh. I'm gonna say a tie between 2. I love throwing touchdowns, but I'm gonna say dunking it is amazing, especially in front of a packed out gym. That's one of the best things to do when everybody gets on their feet. And then clearing a high height, an important height and high jump, that just feels real good. But actually, I'm going to say Duncan takes it.
Okay.
I kind of guessed that.
I kind of guessed it too. So next June, if all works out with your recruiting cycle and everything, we'll see how that all plays out. But can I count on you to throw down a dunk in the Muddy River Showcase if you're able to play?
Oh, of course.
The biggest softball question of all time.
I figured. But
the man will dunk at the drop of a hat.
So, hey,
I'll dunk at any opportunity at any game I get.
Yeah, I figured. So, good stuff, Wyatt. We really appreciate you taking time to join us tonight, chat about the upcoming season. Again, Friday night, Monroe City kicks off its season against Brookfield at home at Langford Field. And thank you so much for the helmet. We really appreciate you dropping it off last week, and we look forward to being over in Monroe as much as we can this year.
And tell Wes we appreciate him too.
Yeah.
All right, I will.
Hey, man, good luck Friday night, and thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
That was Wyatt DeGrave, Monroe City senior quarterback and safety, joining us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. Kid just cracks me up.
That's a 400-watt personality right there at all times, and it's so much fun watching those guys in practice. I mean, they're all constantly doing this.
Oh, without a doubt.
And Coach Kirby doesn't do anything to stop it either.
And he shouldn't. So, good stuff. Well, we've had a fun first hour here.
We have.
On Monday Night Lights. We've got the Pigskin Pick'em up online. Make sure you go check that out. The links are on social media already. We'll continue to post that throughout the week. Jefferson City Helias at Hannibal is our Pick'em game of the week. And if you guess the total number of points scored between those two teams, you can win a prize package. So make sure you get your pick in by 5 o'clock Friday. The poll will close 5 o'clock Friday. The links will be there. Go get your pick in and see what happens. And again, he said 45. I said 56.
I like your pick better than mine.
So we'll see what happens. I shared them on our picks on social media.
Okay.
So we're not going to back down from it.
I don't think anybody's going under 45. Nobody's going to price us right us on this.
No,
game.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Hey, we're going to take a break. When we come back in studio, the Hawk himself, Jason Kilday, ready to chat about QU football. So make sure you stick around. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships? It's the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in the healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during denim days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Thread Grit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary healthcare, from state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
Welcome back to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Shuckman, Chris Dewar, coming to you from downtown Quincy. We appreciate you sticking with us after hour number one, fun hour number one.
That flew by like nobody's business.
Yes, it did, and we are excited about that. We're excited about hour number two.
Another live guest coming our way.
We do. We have a couple great guests this half hour, and then let the debate begin at the bottom of the hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to be a doozy this week, I think.
I have like notes on notes.
We may just have to take the last half hour for it.
We may.
But that's okay. It's our show.
That's what we can do, yes. We write the rules.
Actually, it's your show because you watch us.
God bless you.
You interact with us, and we're going to give you plenty to interact with, including our next guest, because we're going to grill him to no end about the upcoming season and his musical choices.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because I've been very impressed with the music at practice.
Yeah, okay.
Very much so.
I'm anxious to hear.
So, right now in the downtown Quincy studio, Quincy University football coach, Jason Kilday.
How we doing, fellas?
Hi, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. How about you?
Thanks for coming in tonight. It's game week.
Yeah.
You're hitting the road Wednesday morning. Head
Sure.
to St. Paul, Minnesota. Take on Concordia St. Paul. 6:30, correct, on Thursday night?
6:30 kick. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I've seen different things on different schedules.
Yeah.
I was just making sure we have it correct.
6:30 kick.
Okay, 6:30 kick. Are the Hawks ready for the first road trip of the year?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we better be. It's happening regardless, so you might as well make sure you fire your best shot.
So, from your standpoint, every team you've had has had a certain place it's hung its hat identity-wise. What's this year's team's core identity, Jason?
Yeah, I like our O-line.
Okay.
And our running backs, you know, and the ability to cover guys up and string positive football plays together.
Good.
You know, I like the what we've done through camp, what we've done through spring ball, kind of turning that room over a little bit, and through players, through different leadership at the O-line position in terms of the coach, and just kind of getting back to the basics with scheme of what we're asking our guys to do up front.
That's a long growth thing with offensive linemen, which means you're being rewarded a couple of years after you recruit guys. How satisfying is that in terms of validating what your initial evaluations were?
Yeah, we've had some guys that, some young guys that they've stepped into roles that we needed them to, and then you know, we also with the transfer portal, and we've done our homework there and done a really good job of adding a couple pieces that were immediate impacts.
Obviously, when you talk offensive line, you can start with Jack Bishop, returning center. One of my favorite guys to talk to on the team, always willing to talk football, and he's a legacy. His mom played basketball at Quincy University, but the pieces around him are what make, yes, he's a great anchor point, but you had to build the pieces around him, and I think you've done that. Who has stood out among those guys? Who's come in and said, I want this job, I want to play?
You know, Zach Hudson at right tackle, transferred in from SEMO, has done a really good job of being, you know, day in, day out, one of our best players. And then our left guard, Peanut, Nathaniel Naff. Everybody calls him Peanut. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. I don't know how you get that nickname.
I've got to ask him one time because I've never found out why he got the nickname Peanut.
Yeah, me neither. But
so I'll have to ask him.
He's had a really good camp to go in there. And there's some pieces. Aaron Jacobson, Jackson Metzdorf have done a really good job in stepping into roles there. So. And then Eddie Dace, you know, he's going to be a redshirt freshman. He's had a really good camp. So those 5 to 6 guys have done, you know, a fantastic job of rising to the challenge every day. And then Jack's done a really good job of his leadership in that room and, you know, pushing guys when they need to be pushed and then helping guys along throughout just the entire process of what it takes to be a collegiate offensive lineman.
On the flip side, your defensive line has needed some leadership, and I think you've found that in a guy like Matt Austin. And you've brought in some fresh faces along that defensive line who have fit in and bring some leadership as well, don't you?
Yeah, Matt's done a really good job. He's embraced the role of kind of being the bell cow in that room, and him and Danny Nabicus have played really well off each other. 2 different styles of how they go about their business.
I like watching Danny get after it.
Yeah, he plays hard. He shows relentless effort, and he's done a really good job of just fitting into a role that we're asking him to do. So, been pleased with both fronts, you know, through fall camp.
I don't mean to make this organic, but in the new world of portal politics, what are you looking for guys who may be kicking the door on Quincy University?
The guys that want to compete, you know, and are looking to do it for the right reason. And most of the time, those guys that are dropping down, you know, from a 1AA, you know, the big thing they want to do is play. And, you know, with that, I think the first thing that opens their eyes when they get down, you know, from a 1AA to a D2 is there's some really good players down here. Yeah. You know, and it kind of wakes them up immediately that, you know, they maybe thought this would be a little bit easier of a transition for them, and it's not. And then the competitive juices start to flow with them. So that's the first thing. And then, you know, making sure they're transferring for the right reasons, you know, and not just looking for another home just because the grass may be greener somewhere else or whatever that underlying reason is, you know, they want to play, they want to compete at a high level, they want to be a good teammate. If you can dig through, you know, the layers during that process and answer those questions, normally you'll have a pretty good fit.
You've done a nice job of bringing in transfers. Find guys that fit needs and roles and find their home here at QU. You've also done that with the incoming freshmen. And you're seeing some of those guys now as sophomores or as juniors getting the opportunity to play more. What's the key to that? What's the key to getting a freshman saying, okay, I may have to sit a year, or I may have to find my role here, or I may have to change from where I played in high school?
Yeah.
How difficult is that to get those kids to buy in?
One, you got to have some really good leadership in their position room to kind of, hey, yeah, we get it. You were the guy at your particular high school, and now you might still be the guy, aka Braden Little.
Yep.
And you might be a guy like Taylor Scott, who saw some field time last year, but he wasn't playing at the position of linebacker a ton. But you could see some flashes there where he could bring some value down the road, and knowing that, hey, it'll come with time. If you just keep showing up to work and you keep going about things the right way, you're going to find your way onto the field. And even in this year's class, I've been really impressed with Aiden Scott.
Not surprised.
His ability. He competes now. He's a physical dude who all he knows is one speed. So we've had to slow him down a little bit in practice on occasion, but that's okay.
But it's tough to keep those guys off the field, isn't it?
It is. I mean, again, he shows up every day and he knows one speed. So he's caught my eye really early here, and through camp.
Your local evals have been very good, the last couple of years, obviously with the guys that you've landed. How much of that is relationship-based for you? Because I know you don't get to see every football game they play, and you can only watch so much film. How much do you rely, Jason, on just the great relationships you've built with high school coaches in the area and the trust they've shown in you forever now in all of your guys' coaching around the area?
That piece of it, the personal piece, just being able to pick up the phone, and whether it's Mark Grounds, Derek Leonard, Jack, Rick, and just say, hey, can the kid play or not?
Is it really that simple?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's, I don't know where that puzzle piece is going to fit for you, but I think there's a piece there, and even Rick with like Tykel Hammers, and he was spot on, of, hey, the kid loves to practice, he loves to compete, he loves to play hard. He hasn't been wrong in any piece of that evaluation. So, being able to pick up the phone and just have an honest conversation. There's no fluff to it, and hey, I'm going to shoot me straight on this, and let's see where the puzzle pieces land.
I don't know if I've ever asked you this. What was Rick's evaluation of his son, Braden? Or did he just stay out of that one?
He stayed out of it.
Yeah.
We were pretty open and honest throughout the entire thing, and he gave me his pieces of what he thought he did well and where he may need some help, and he's kind of just said let the tape speak for itself on that.
So my friend Brian Wade, who's coaching and doing a very good job at Illinois College, was in Winchester on Friday night and made the comment that maybe Doc Garrison Field might be the most underrated and beautiful facility in the entire tri-states. I know you have no personal stake in any of this, but how would you evaluate the atmosphere at Winchester on a game night on a Friday?
That's we were home for fourth, and I drove by, and having the press box on both sides, I think brings a different picture to that, and kind of encloses a little bit, and it's a good setup. It's a good setup. I don't know if we used to dress across the street, in the mechanic room.
Yes.
Mechanical room.
They still do.
The arts room, and walk across.
They still do.
I can still hear the sound of, your cleats on the pavement coming across, and it was always a pretty cool,
Have you been home since the gym's been gone? Because it's a really weird aesthetic.
They were putting construction pieces in to tear it down since the 4th. So I didn't. It was still standing when I was home.
Oh, it's just weird looking.
Do you have a favorite memory from playing on that field?
I got a lot of bad memories. I remember Craig Robine knocking me into next Tuesday. I wonder why we were running a speed option and a guy going to Indiana. That didn't go well for me in my first start as a sophomore, but I think anytime, and it doesn't matter whether it's Winchester, Carrollton, Camp Point, Quincy High, 10th and Jackson, anytime you have a community that's supporting you and you get an opportunity to play under lights and play with your friends and go play a kid's game, I think it's a beautiful setup regardless where it is.
It's not under the lights, but last year we saw how good the crowds could be at QU Stadium.
Absolutely.
That created a great atmosphere for your guys, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And we've been My first year, we were first in average attendance in the GLVC. Last year, we were second in average attendance, and we've been, it's a goal for us to pack the rock as much as we can. And again, if you put a pretty good product on the field that plays the game the right way, guys play hard, you got some local kids there, and you got a pretty good reason to come out there on a Saturday afternoon and watch some pretty good football.
You've rekindled that, though, which wasn't always the case with that program. And I know you're not looking for trophies in August, but that is something that you can sell in the recruiting process.
Yeah, it's a big deal for us for average attendance, and it's a cool setup.
Yeah.
It really is. There's a lot of standing room, so it's really hard to get a good feel for how big the crowd is. And then you have your suites that are always packed, and there's a lot of different areas, some really good sight lines with the party decks and the hill, and I think it's a really nice place to watch a football game.
What has been the thing you've been most pleased with or impressed by throughout fall camp?
Our guys' ability to show up every day to work. And you're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. That's football, it's life. Yeah. Flush what happened yesterday, get right back to work today. Every day's an interview, and what you did yesterday doesn't really matter. You got to punch the clock today.
Probably the thing that impressed me most every time I've talked to guys as they're walking out or during practice is they haven't settled. Oh yeah, it was a good day. Well, they may tell me, yeah, it was a good day of practice, but we got to get better at this. Yep. There's always that flicker in their mind of today wasn't good enough.
Right.
That's going to make you successful, isn't it?
Yeah, and not the kind of older piece of it was just showing up to practice. Yeah. And now it's okay. What are we trying to get better at today? What are the quarterbacks trying to improve? Each position group and each guy within that position group knows one thing that they're trying to get better at within that practice, as opposed to just, hey, we're out here practicing and we'll have some good plays, we'll have some bad plays, but we're working towards a goal of what are we trying to improve within each of our games.
So what stands out on Thursday? What concerns you? What has to get done? Because the journey you want to take doesn't start without a good first step.
Right. Concerning is it's a new head coach, and so you don't really know what you're going to get in all phases, offense, defense, kicking game, and there's a lot of new faces in what they brought in, what they've lost. So there's a lot of turnover there, and the ability to get that figured out quickly and starting fast for us will be a big piece in this first step. And then even though if we start fast, there's that natural game one, first series, first drive, first quarter, everybody's through the roof, and there's a little bit of a dip, the strain, competitive strain through 4 quarters of a high quality Division II football game. That's hard to replicate during fall camp. You really can't get that piece of it. So you'll have the momentum drop or the emotional drop as you get into that second quarter of, okay, now keep climbing the mountain there.
I know you're very focused on the task at hand each and every day, but I've also noticed that the music during practice has been really good this year.
Okay.
And I know through our conversations over the years, if you could play Eric Church 24/7, you'd be fine with that.
That'd be good.
But it's been a mix.
Okay.
Do you pick the music? Do you let an assistant pick the music? Who's in charge?
I'm in charge of the music.
Okay, I thought so.
The piece of it I've said since I've taken the job for 20-some years, I've listened to everybody else's music, so now I'm gonna listen to mine. But with that, I have a pretty wide range, of what I like. So for the most part, it's mostly country, but there's enough in there to keep everybody happy, I think.
It's loud enough that you can feel it a little bit. Yep. It's not too loud that it's distracting, and I haven't seen anybody dancing on the sidelines during practice. So they're not being distracted by it, but it just sets a nice tone.
Yeah, a little background music.
Yeah. I like it.
What's your favorite so far?
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say the Chief.
Okay,
but
that's fair.
I've gotten into newer country. So I actually like Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
Like Hardy.
Yep.
Some of the newer stuff.
There's a little bit of that on there.
I do believe, now I may be wrong, but did I hear Travis Tritt the other day?
Yeah. Great Day to Be Alive is always on there.
That sold me, and you know my love of Travis Tritt. Yep. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah,
just ask.
And some rock in there. It's not all country.
Man has some variants to it.
I like it. You know,
So, yes.
We talk music every now and then.
I know you do, yes.
So,
You know, Chris came by. We threw a little Prince on for him.
He did. Very, very kind of him to do so. I actually have taken your country influences and gone backwards. I'm like on a huge Chris Christopherson kick right now. So I've gone back into Old Willie, Chris Christopherson, the Highwayman stuff. Just awesome stuff. So that is influenced by you knocking on that country door, baby.
There you go. We had Eddie Johnson requested the Highwayman the other day.
Oh,
so
see, I like Eddie.
Yeah. It was a good request. We got to
Well, now that I know that, I even like Eddie even more.
Moves up just,
Eddie's had a good camp, though.
He has a really good camp.
So-
He's had a really good camp.
So, good stuff. I think you guys have had a good camp. I'm looking forward to Thursday. I'm not making the trip.
Okay.
But I will be watching. I'll be talking to you, obviously, afterward and all that stuff. And you can look for our season preview of the Hawks, complete preview on Wednesday on our site.
Fantastic.
So, thank you for taking time to come in.
Yeah, thanks
Always
for
a
having me.
pleasure,
Anytime.
good sir.
Yep,
Be safe on
anytime.
the road.
Will do.
And
come back happy.
Bring home a W.
There you go. That's the plan.
There you go.
That's the plan.
Awesome. Jason Kilday, Quincy University football coach, joining us right here in the downtown Quincy studio. Hawks, 6:30 Thursday night kickoff. Concordia St. Paul in St. Paul, Minnesota. And then the home opener against Roosevelt the following Saturday. And we will be at every home game this year, bringing you complete coverage of the Hawks and the wonderful local kids that are on that team, because there are some really good ones.
Amen.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little Missouri football with Hannibal coach Jeff Gishwinder, so make sure you stick around. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during denim days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Thread Grit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary healthcare. From state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships? It's the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Welcome back to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. I'm Muddy River Sports Editor Matt Schuckman alongside Sports Director Chris Dewar as we head deeper into hour number 2 of our weekly Monday Night Football breakdown. Just talked to Jason Kilday, the Quincy University head coach, Coming up Thursday night, the Hawks have their season opener. He's always fun to have in the studio.
He is, but I thought there was a different level of comfort coming off this camp from him than we usually get, which I think is encouraging.
It is, and I think the guy we're about ready to talk to on the Hess Auto Agency hotline has a certain level of comfort because of the guys he brings back, and I think their fall camp has gone well. From your and I's perspective,
Absolutely.
we've both been there. Let's see what his perspective is. Joining us now on the Hess Auto Agency hotline, Hannibal coach Jeff Gishwinder. Coach, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good.
Okay, so am I right that the fall camp has gone well and you're prepared for Friday night?
Yeah. We've had a good preseason. You know, we had a good summer all the way around. You know, good group of senior leaders, and working into these first couple weeks of practice. Yeah, it's been good. It's been fun watching the competition, and kids are just they've been itching to get back out there. So it's been a good time.
So I had a phone call today with the legendary Rod Smith, who's been the television sports director down in Jefferson City forever, and he's as good as there ever was in the business. And he told me specifically today that, you know, this is Chris Henches's favorite game on the schedule. It's Chris Henches's last season as the head coach of the Elias Crusaders. I mean, that adds just a little extra pizzazz to this last meeting you'll have with Chris, who's as good as there is in the business, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's a great coach, obviously. You know, and you know, I think both programs we really get a lot of good out of this game. One, there's so much hype leading up to it that you really get a good idea of how your players are going to handle the hype, how they're going to handle the good things that happen in the game, the bad things that happen in the game, and how they're going to handle, you know, adjustments, because both teams, in my opinion, have great coaching staffs and are going to make adjustments throughout the game. And I feel it's one of the more important games for both programs on what really needs to be worked on and you know, fine-tuned for the rest of the season. But yeah, with it being Coach Hench's last year too, you know, there's going to be some added fuel for them. And you know, I know our guys, you never need to add fuel when it's Elias week, you know, or it's you know, they've had our number more times than we've had theirs, but it's always a fun game and it's always a good competition.
And Coach, you mentioned great coaching staffs on both sides. Obviously, you have a great staff around you. How much of a luxury is it to walk out there on practice day and know that every corner of the field, somebody's got it covered, and you know they're going to do their job?
It is. It's great. You know, it makes coaching a lot of fun. It takes a lot of the day-to-day worry. Obviously, you know, you're nervous and worried about stuff, but it's always it's about football type stuff. You know what I mean? It's not about I hope that this group is going to be okay and learn what they need to, you know, because that's always covered. And heck, you know, whenever you've come out, there's been times I've been able to step away and perfectly comfortable. You know, I've got assistant coaches that know what they're doing and know what needs to be done. And not only that, they bring good energy, and the kids really respect them, you know, and that's one of the biggest things. Even new coaches that we've brought in the last couple of years, we've had great kids that just listen to the coaching, you know, make the adjustments that need to be made, and go out there and play. And you know, the coaching staff that we have, not only are they great coaches, they're fun to be around too. So it's always a good time, you know, breaking down film, putting scout reports together and everything, and you know, hearing all the different ideas, boy, it really helps out a lot of us, you know, as far as coming up with schemes.
All that being said, Jeff, and being around this team and talking to guys like Wyatt Dorsey or Gavin Dudley, there is a coachability, a seriousness, and an intelligence, and maybe a sense of purpose to this team that seems above the norm. From your standpoint, these guys have a sense of purpose. You don't really have to motivate them much. That's got to be a godsend as a coach.
All right, I'm sorry, Chris, you cut out or something, or
I'll try.
I didn't hear the question.
I'll try again, Jeff. I was just saying that talking to some of your guys like the Gavin Dudleys and the Wyatt Dorseys, there's a sense of seriousness there that has to raise the bar a little bit and be a godsend as a coach.
Oh, absolutely. You know, last year we had a phenomenal senior class, and you know, this year these guys knew that they had big shoes to step into and fill a lot of these spots that got graduated, and they've been out of football-minded kids that have high IQs and know exactly what needs to be done stepping into what we're doing. You know, they've seen they've seen the older guys have success in their younger years of high school and know the work that needs to be done, know how the game needs to be played, how a full season needs to be handled. And they really have done an outstanding job of just knowing when it's time to buckle down and get to work and get the most out of their teammates. And, you know, having guys like, you know, Cade and Wyeth and Dudley and Darian and Holiday, those guys, you know, and some of our linemen, Philip Martin and Nice. And I mean, those guys, they just, you know, they bring a level of energy and a level of expectations that lifts everybody's game.
When I was over there the other day and talked to Reed Holiday, we talked about the hunger to get to back to a state title game and have the opportunity to win one. And that hunger is built from just falling in so close last year. Can you sense that from everybody, that there's a hunger to get back there?
Yeah, you know, you really can. And you could sense it, you know, the entire offseason, ever since that game was done last year. I mean, kids have been biting at the bit, wanting to get back after it, wanting to get out there. And I mean, they've been watching film all off season long. But, you know, it's it really is getting that close really lights a fire. And, you know, something that we really preach and was a big thing, you know, the last few years and really working into this year is just, you know, never being satisfied, you know, regardless of what success you had last week or what success you had last year or whatever the case may be, you know, just never be satisfied and always want to keep getting better. And, you know, regardless of how successful we were last year, you know, obviously we're not satisfied and we want to finish it. And, you know, and when you do, don't be satisfied with that, be ready to do it again next year. And, you know, and that's just kind of the mindset that we try to install into them is, you know, regardless of, we've had, you know, a lot of success in the, you know, the last handful of years, but, you know, don't let that success determine the work that needs to be done for this year and the things that need to get done this year. So, you know, having that mindset with, like you said, you know, being close to getting it done last year, it's really kind of lit a fire to, you know, try to let's take that next step.
Your cornerstone guys, Jeff, are almost household names because they've been so good for so long. Who is it that stepped up this summer with the offseason that's filling a new position that might be the kid that's most impressed you in the progress they've made?
You know, I think, you know, Cash Grieving has been a big one. You know, he's played at wideout for us the last couple of years. He got injured right around district time last year, you know, and he didn't have a bunch of wide receiver stats, but he was just a good hard-nosed player who was a great blocker for us on the edges. And, you know, this year he's really stepped into a defensive role and holy moly, he's just been outstanding. I mean, the kid flies around the field like his hair's on fire. It doesn't matter if we're working with our number one defense or we got our number one offense out there and he's playing more of a scout team, whatever it is. I mean, that kid just is playing some football. You know, Gavin Dudley's another one, a kid that we knew could play, but in the positions that he plays, linebacker and tight end, we've had some, you know, extremely talented linebackers and tight ends the last few years. And, you know, his varsity reps, he just hasn't got a whole lot of them, but man, he stepped right in this year, has been one of our best leaders. And I mean, the kid can flat out play, whether he's on offense or playing linebacker on defense. So, you know, those are two guys, in my opinion, that have really stepped up. You know, up front, Connor Ledbetter has been a big time. You know, he's an undersized lineman, but you can play him anywhere on the line. He knows what he's doing, and he's just got a level of effort and focus that it's whatever happens, it's going to be good. You always know you're going to get something good out of him.
Well, I think there's a lot of good things coming for the Pirates. Starting Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, Porter Stadium. Coach, we look forward to covering the Pirates throughout the season. Chris will be there Friday night, and we want to thank you for taking the time to chat with us tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me, you know, anytime.
Awesome, man. Good luck Friday night, Coach.
All right, thanks.
That was Jeff Gishwinder, head coach of the Hannibal Pirates, joining us on the Hess Auto Agency hotline. Elias comes knocking Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff, Porter Stadium. It's going to be a fun atmosphere.
For my money on paper, maybe the best game of the year, and we get it week 1 in Missouri, week 2 overall. And both teams will be better for this. That has been the one thing that has come of this series is they make each other better.
They do. And if you want to chime in on what you think the total amount of points are going to be scored on Friday night at Porter Stadium, will it be low scoring? Will it be high scoring? I don't know. We'll see. But you can jump on our Pigskin Pick'em each and every week. We're going to give away a prize package for whoever picks the total amount of points scored. It's not an over-under or anything like that. It's total amount of points scored between the two teams. So go to our website. We've got the social media links up already. Chime in. Poll will be open until 5 o'clock Friday. Get your score in and see what happens Friday night at Porter Stadium with Elias taking on Hannibal.
Indeed.
So we're going to take a break. The debate is upon us.
Oh, it's time.
Middle linebackers, best in area history from what we've seen, from what you've seen. And we got to talk a little bit about last week's debate because we got some interesting names to throw back at you. So make sure you stick around. Let the debate begin when we come back. This is Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
So what separates us most from all the other dealerships? It's the Toyota brand itself.
Once they buy a Toyota, they never buy anything else. #1 vehicle on the market, the best sedan on the market, some of the best reliable trucks on the market. And our main goal here is to try and get our customers the best payment possible.
We know the process and we pass that along to you.
We're simply looking to buy vehicles off the street.
And we want all makes and models of vehicles.
And you don't even have to buy anything in return. We'll just simply purchase it from you.
We can purchase a vehicle in 10 or 15 minutes or less.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during denim days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Threadgrit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
Neiman's, your neighborhood market.
We believe that accessing care close to home is better for you and better for your family. For 120 years, Hannibal Regional has been committed to providing community-based, contemporary healthcare, from state-of-the-art surgical care to innovative cancer care, and now life-saving open-heart surgery. We are dedicated to expanding access to exceptional care in each of the communities we serve. Hannibal Regional, why go anywhere else?
Welcome back to Muddy Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Matt Shuckman, Chris Dewar, coming to you from downtown Quincy. We've had some fun guests tonight.
Oh, outstanding across the board.
Yes.
You've outdone yourself again, my friend.
Great conversations. You can be able to watch it all whenever you want throughout the week. We've had great response to that. Thank you for all the listens and watches and everybody chiming in. And we had some great people chiming in last week.
Okay.
We debuted our Let the Debate Begin segment last week. Okay. We started with quarterbacks.
Okay.
Best quarterbacks in area history. You and I each had a different number one,
yes,
which I expected.
Right.
I expect us to have a different number one on tonight's
I think we will.
debate. But I want to revisit last week for a minute because we had some really good people chime in on social media. We had some people say Braden Little.
As they should.
As they should. We had some people say Michael Lafferty, including former Macomb coach Kelly Sears.
Who had to stop that kid.
Yes.
So, yes, he would have a great vantage point.
We had some people say Eric Bush from back in the day, which I was expecting. We had some say, and here's the thing, Eric Bush was the Quincy Herald League Player of the Year his senior year.
Yes.
The guy who was the Player of the year before, I never saw play, but some people that from back in the day chimed in that Paul Petty,
I could see that.
Gunslinger.
Yes, I could see
was
that.
a phenomenal quarterback and put him very high on their list.
Okay.
Some of the other names we had people throw at us, Aaron Bergeson from Hannibal.
Yeah, outstanding quarterback.
Yes. Scotty Krager from Clopton-Ellsbury.
One of my all-time
You got very
favorite.
excited
Yes,
when that
and
was brought up.
I remember a do or die bowl where Scotty Krager, not any bigger than he was at 5'10", threw D'Angelo Dean off of him and avoided a sack by pushing one of the scariest looking defensive ends this area has ever produced off of him.
And I was going to say, we may hear D'Angelo Dean's name
we
later
will.
in this debate
We
segment.
will.
And we got all season
Yes,
to get
we
through
do.
all these positions. But another one that I can't remember if I ever saw him play or not, because Centralia was not in the Harold Wood coverage area all my years there, but obviously they played again in the CCC. So I have probably seen Adam Hinspeter play. I just don't remember it off the top of my head, but his name was brought up.
He would be Braden Little, James Vandenberg tier for me, just a touch below.
Okay.
But state champion. I didn't consider Centralia in my area at that point either.
Yeah, see, so that was the thing.
But
When we talk, and that's the interesting thing about this debate is, because I've had people reach out, well, what defines the area?
Yeah.
It's guys we covered.
Right.
Is how we're defining this.
But-
or in my case, guys I grew up watching, specifically Quincy High and Quincy Notre Dame,
Exactly.
because I grew up in Quincy.
Exactly. The Hinspeter thing is legit, though. I mean, and that Centralia team, the best Centralia team of all time, for my money, at the height of the Earl Bennett goodness. I mean, he was just different.
Now, the last one that was brought up was not a quarterback.
No, unless he was running Wildcat. No.
Yeah, Pascal Gulavogi from Beardstown.
Yes, who was a phenomenal, multi-talented guy. He might have run some Wildcat, but I don't remember seeing him.
I don't remember him being the quarterback.
No.
So, but his name was thrown out there.
No.
So, but yeah, we got great response. You and I both got text messages.
We did.
We had people reach out to us on social media. Obviously, we had our choices.
Yes.
Your number one was James Vandenberg.
And they're both very respectable
And
choices
mine was
on both
Braden
fronts.
Little.
Yes.
So, Eric Bush was a close second on mine, and I believe Braden Little was a close second on yours.
A very close second on mine, yes.
There was our quarterback debate. It's put to bed.
Okay.
Now we move on to our next, the quarterbacks of the defense. Look at him.
Reacquaint myself with my giant list.
You should see this list.
Oh, this is the pared down version.
Yeah, which is quite impressive.
Yes.
Okay, so let the debate begin. This week's topic. Top middle linebackers in area history. Guys we have covered or guys that we saw play. And we've already had people chime in on social media and on text messages who knew we were getting to this subject. And it was people that were before our time.
Yes.
Which I appreciate that. And we're going to delve into some of that as we go.
Exactly.
Because I know, I look back on some of those really good Q&D teams from the early 80s.
Yeah.
Guys like Barry Moore, guys like a Brent Fisher, who may come up in conversations later on.
Yeah.
Eric Coleman was one of the guys and who was a great two-sport athlete.
You mentioned Rob Munson.
Yes. Jeff Cosgrove is a linebacker that has been thrown out there. That fantastic, crazy good, maniacal. Going after people is what I've been told. I don't remember Jeff Cosgrove. I was probably just a touch too young. To really know that name. So I don't know if I've got mine in a 1 through 5 type of place. I know you have 1 through 712.
I have 1 through 712, not in any order. Although I have ordered my top 5 like you.
Okay, so who would be your number one? If you had to pick one, who would it be?
So my number one, and it's not based on college, is based simply on what his high school career was.
Yes. And we're basing this all on high school careers.
And some of this is through the framework that he was singular in the fact that he was the most important player on his defense and his teams were successful because of him. I'm going to go to Shelby County and talk about Bryce Johnston from South Shelby, who, and I know Missouri does such a horrible job keeping stats, you know, career historic stats.
Yeah.
But at the time, he was the most prolific tackler in the history of Misha.
Yes, he was.
And that doesn't do Bryce service to how good he was roam in the middle of the defense, sideline to sideline. He would be my number one. Now, that is a paper-thin margin, but I think Bryce is a guy who belongs in anybody's top 5, top 10.
I too, if I had to rank mine, my number one would also come from Northeast Missouri.
Okay.
And it was a guy that was on some incredible CCC teams.
Okay.
Was the Herald League Player of the Year his senior year. A guy named Aaron Crow.
Which begs a really interesting...
But you didn't get to see him play because he was the 94 season. You got here in 95.
I got here in 95, and I went through the Monroe City linebackers.
Yeah.
You know, you go Tony DeGrave.
Yep.
You go Richard Comstock. You go more recently Keaton Pennewell, whose career stands up to just about anybody.
I would agree.
And those are, I mean, you're really splitting hairs there.
You are, but Aaron Crow to me is the one from my eyes.
I respect that.
That I would take as the best of that lot. I don't know if he'd be the meanest. That might be Tony DeGrave. I don't know if he was the fast. I don't know. You can sit there and break that all down. But the eye test for me, Aaron Crow is the top of my list.
Okay. Who's your number 2?
That's a really good question. Probably Bryce Johnston.
Okay. I mean, you saw we
both saw him. So
super intelligent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sideline to sideline, blew up backfields. He could do it all.
My number 2 you didn't cover at the time.
I saw him play.
You saw him play,
but he was not in my coverage area at the time.
And this may even be a debate within a school someday, because there's a kid who's a senior at Macomb High School right now who may rewrite the IHSA record book for tackles, and Drake may. But I'm going to go with Brett Taylor.
Okay.
You know, phenomenal. Probably the
I didn't know whether to put him on my list just because. Yes, I watched him play, but he wasn't in my coverage area. So like I debated that of how do I keep my bubble where it belongs? Like it's a really hard thing to do because we've seen a lot of great players who might just be on the edge of what were our respective coverage areas back in the day.
Yeah, hippo up, baby.
Yeah.
Brett Taylor for me, and that was before even the outstanding career at Western Illinois University.
Yes. Speaking of Western Illinois University, my next linebacker also went to the Harvard of the Lemoyne.
Yes, he did.
Sam Dancer of Quincy Notre Dame. And there's a bunch of linebackers you could pick from Quincy Notre Dame.
We had this discussion before.
Jason Hincamper, Ian Hincamper.
Yes.
Still maybe the best play I've seen in a crucial situation of how Ian Hincamper came out of that scrum with the onside kick recovery against Hannibal in the remarkable comeback in 2010.
I'll let you say no to me if you feel this way, but I feel like if there's a luxury plate position at Quincy Notre Dame during my tenure here, it's been linebacker.
I would agree.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of names we could go through, but I just Sam Dancer ran everything down and he blew people up. And look at him now. He's a physical specimen, but he could blow people up. And there were a couple of really good defensive guys on that defense in 2004, a team that made it to the state semifinals. At least one of them I know we'll be talking about some point when we're talking defensive line.
Yeah. Oh, I know who you're talking about, yes.
Okay, next.
So my number 3, and my mind kind of went to Palmyra with this.
Okay.
Because there were 2 guys. Saw Pete Grant Thornburg, who was really, really good.
Yep.
When I was in the television business, he was my player of the year, had a very good comeback and return to Quincy University. I hold Peyton Plunkett in incredible esteem for the work he did. One of the best F5 wreckers of a run game I've ever seen.
There you go. And was really good at the college level, too.
He really was.
He really was. Started his career at Northwest Missouri State, ended up at Quincy University. You're not getting any argument from me on that one.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I didn't know where you go on that.
But here's the thing. I mean, I have a couple different guys on mine, but we could make list upon list of middle linebackers.
We could.
And here's the thing. My next one, and I remember this picture vividly, and I tried to find it earlier. I was doing an archival search, and I couldn't find it. If I find it, I will share it.
Okay.
Jeannie Long, the late Jeannie Long, Harold Wick photographer.
Wonderful woman.
Got a picture of James Branch of Hannibal decleating a guy, flipping him upside down. It's still one of the best defensive photos I think I've ever seen.
James Branch
and
was
James
a
Branch
bad
could
man.
lay the lumber.
Was he the best Hannibal linebacker ever?
Well, you could make a debate. There's another guy who's coaching now in Palmyra.
And is a wonderful coach.
Yes, he is a wonderful coach. Had a great career at Culver Stockton College and Dalton Huffman.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a coin flip.
Mark St. Clair, who I quizzed on this, would not answer. He said, yeah, they're both really good.
And they were.
There's no lie.
And so I wanted to get them involved in the conversation.
That's a really good
I don't
pick
know
on James
which.
Branch.
I don't know which one.
I mean, honestly, could you go wrong?
No, you couldn't. You could go 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, we could go a lot of different ways. I just really like James Branch.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Anybody else you want to throw out there?
I do.
Where are we going?
I'm going with the best player in the history of Camp Point Central. Elijah Genenbacher.
Okay.
I mean, that is a resume that is really hard to trump.
It is. But is he better at linebacker or at fullback?
I thought he was better at linebacker.
Okay, that's a great debate.
If I could get Brad Dixon right here, who has been a guru coaching linebackers, it's like, I remember peak Andrew Shake.
Yes.
And that was pretty good too.
It was.
But when Brad Dixon says this is the best guy who's ever played in our program and the guy who sets, and you win a state championship behind him, that's a hard thing for me to argue.
It is. I wanted to get one more name out there.
Okay.
I don't know if it's top 5 or whatever, but Clint Carrose of Mark Twain had 2,000 yards rushing.
He did.
And 174 tackles in one season.
He did. My only caveat with that is he also played some nose guard early in his career.
He did. But I was just thinking senior year.
I think that's fair then. I think based for a 1-year statistical monster, I think that's really good. I'm gonna end my list.
And he was a Harold Wig Player of the Year that year because he had,
and deservedly so,
without a doubt.
Probably the best Harold Wig player on a mediocre team we've ever had.
Yes, I would agree.
So I'm going to throw out one more, and apologies here to, no, I can't apologize to everybody, but Derek Wallace at Mark Twain, Matt Paris at Monroe City.
We got to wrap up by 9 o'clock.
Oh, sorry, yes, Luke Wessel, I'm sorry. I'm going to throw out a guy who was better known for baseball, Matt Schuckman.
Ooh.
He is a Hall of Famer at John Wood Community College.
I know where you're going with this.
Best linebacker hitter that I think I've ever seen is Terry Comiskey.
Terry Comiskey.
Yeah. So that would be my 5, although my 5 could easily blend into 747, as you said.
We threw a lot of names out there. There's a lot of debate that could be had on 1 through 5.
We were debating the
6
best
through 10.
linebacker in Hancock County 20 minutes ago.
Yes, we were, and
TJ Taylor.
And he didn't even get neither one of us brought him up.
Didn't make our top 5.
So again, there are a ton of linebackers we could talk about.
Good work, though.
But I think you went Bryce Johnston number 1. I went Aaron Crow number 1. I think those are legitimate ones that you could argue.
Yeah.
And I think there's others you could argue would be number 1. But I think those two definitely would be in the conversation of anybody's conversation.
I would agree. I think that's fair by every metric.
So
I like your list. I like my list.
Yeah, they were different.
They were,
which I expected, and I love the fact that we have different views.
Yeah.
The debate wouldn't be much of a debate if we were just sitting here going, "Oh yeah, these are the top 5," and we both agree. That wouldn't be a debate.
Here's the fear-inspiring thing for me at the end of this. Somebody's going to chime in with a phenomenal name that neither you and I are
it's going to happen.
After all the hours I've spent trying to go remember everybody.
So we'll be throwing this out on social media. We already have, but we'll be throwing it out tomorrow. Again, chime in. You did a great job of chiming in on the quarterbacks. I think we'll get more response here on the linebackers. So we want to hear what you think. Let us know. We'll talk about it next week on the show, just like we did tonight with the quarterbacks. Let the debate begin. Best middle linebackers in area history. Who you got? Let us know. We'll be back. We still got to shuck them up. We got a highlight to wrangle. We got a few more things to get done before we call it quits on this Monday night and look forward to week 2 of high school football. So make sure you stick around. This is Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.
Main Street Social House is more than a place to eat and drink. It's where Hannibal comes together. Located in historic downtown Hannibal, you can enjoy 24 beers on tap, craft cocktails, delicious food, dirty sodas, and of course, beautiful river views. From live music and line dancing to community clubs, watch parties, board games, and private events, there's always something happening. Bring your friends and family and make yourself at home at Main Street Social House, Hannibal's community gathering place.
Area Distributors is a provider of products and services in the restaurant environment, the school environment, the factory environment, the office environment, and in healthcare settings.
That's the value of Area Distributors, is that we help our customers out by providing them more product as one distributor.
I can tell you, if you call us and have a need, you're going to get timely response.
It's all about passion.
We get it. Life's busy. With First Bankers Trust, opening a new account is faster than ever, easier than ever, and you can do it right from your phone, wherever you are, whenever works for you, in just minutes. Open your new account today. It's your bank, your way, at First Bankers Trust.
Top 5 reasons you should choose
Blessing Raymond College.
small classes, peer tutoring, and lots of personal attention.
Financial aid opportunities, including grants, scholarship, and loan forgiveness.
Successful outcomes from pass rates to job placement.
Hands-on learning, clinical experience at multiple sites, and no wait list.
The Simulation Center.
Master clinical skills in this state-of-the-art facility.
Be ready for anything.
What are you waiting for?
Enroll with Blessing Raymond College today.
In college football, everyone's keeping score. But if you've got a Dr. Pepper in your hand, it's pretty hard to lose. It's a Pepper thing.
Need an extra $20 back in your back pocket? We found your new favorite pair of jeans and they're on sale. Find something for the entire family during denim days at your local Farm and Home Supply. That's right, save up to $20 on a pair of jeans with more than 70 styles to choose from. Your local store features top brands like Ariat, Wrangler, Lee, Threadgrit, and more. Plus deals on tops and shoes too, now through August 30th.
Since 1985, Hess Auto Agency has been your trusted source for pre-owned vehicles in the tri-state area. Families have experienced the Hess difference for generations and know they'll get the best vehicle buying experience in our region. With an ever-changing inventory, you'll find the right car at the right price. So when you want the best, don't guess. Choose Hess. Hess Auto Agency, 1124 North 24th in Quincy.
Welcome back to Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply. Chris Stewart, that was a fun debate.
Debate raged on during the commercial, by the way.
We're not. This is going to go on all week.
This will be all week.
It will be, because every time somebody mentions something on social media, we're going to be like, we're going to do that, or we're going to be like, well, wait a minute, what about him?
Yeah.
And it's going to go on all week, because we could talk middle linebackers for a very, very long time.
Yep.
So that was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you chime in. Give us your thoughts on who the best linebackers were. We're going back to offense next week.
Okay.
Haven't decided which position yet.
Okay, just let me know.
I know.
It'll occupy at least 6 or 7 hours of my time.
Oh, easily.
It probably shouldn't.
But what does occupy your time is running around getting highlights. Mm-hmm. And you did wrangle up the best highlight of the week, and it wasn't from a football game.
It was not from a football game. It was, however, a little bit of golf.
Ooh, so let's get to it. The best highlight wrangled up this week, brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company, courtesy of this man. Check it out.
West Central #1 golfer Will Sutton on Saturday at Old Orchard Country Club, hole number 5, the par 5. He hit his approach into the green long and had 55 feet to the hole, all downhill, Matt Schuckman. What a roll that was get a birdie on that hole.
Have you ever made a 55-foot putt?
I've not even dreamed of making a 55-foot putt in my life.
That was a great highlight. Not to be outdone, though.
Okay.
We had some big hits this weekend as well, this past weekend.
I smell a shuck 'em up coming up.
We do. We got a shuck 'em up coming from the game you were at on Friday night.
Indeed.
Camp Point Central at Winchester West Central. Camp Point won 28-0. However, the big hit.
Twin Cougar Awards?
It is. We're going to Winchester for this week's Shuck 'em Up Big Play of the Week. Check it out. Jeffrey McIntyre with the stick on the 2-point conversion.
Right in the hole, like right into him. I told you, you do not want to run between the tackles on Winchester West Central.
No, you do not. So great highlights from you last week.
Thank you.
We'll bring you the best highlight wrangled each week, along with the Shuck 'em Up Big Play of the Week.
Always things to look forward to.
Yes.
Fun little awards to brag to your friends about.
That's
if you
right.
won at school.
And we've got a great Week 2 lineup coming at you.
Oh, yes, we do.
Before we get out of here, let's run down Friday night's slate. We'll start with Friday night's slate because obviously we got games both days this weekend.
Yes, we do.
We'll start with Friday night. Carbondale at Quincy Notre Dame. Raiders need a big bounce back.
Tough opponent with 20 guys back, I think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jefferson City Helias at Hannibal.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Best game of the week. Pleasant Hill at Brown County.
Battle of undefeateds in the WIVC.
Watch out. 2 teams that threw donuts up last week
they
as well.
did.
Greenfield Northwestern invades Camp Point Central, which has been a great game over the last few years.
Which, might be the best game in the WIVC this week.
Carrollton at Unity Payson, somebody looking for their first victory.
And
their first points.
Yes, a good chance for both.
Beardstown at Calhoun.
Love what Beardstown did last week.
Yep.
If they can pull it off against Calhoun, color be surprised.
Good luck.
Yes.
Lewiston at Macomb.
2-0 for the Bombers, I think.
No doubt. Illini West at Monmouth United. I believe 2-0 for the Chargers.
I think you may be right, and Michael Lafferty and crew have done a very nice job.
Yes. South Fulton at West Hancock.
Good chance for West Hancock, which got a little beaten up last week to kind of bounce back and get things going.
Riverton at Pittsfield might be a good bounce back for the Sawkees
I think the Sawkees have a chance there as well.
On to the Missouri side, Brookfield at Monroe City.
I mean, that's been a traditionally very good game. It's a great opener. Both teams have some turnover. Both teams have excellent quarterbacks. I think that's a fun matchup.
Yep. Palmyra at Chillicothe.
Long road trip, but everything I've heard from Palmyra, every bit of intel has been positive this season.
It has. Bowling Green at Clark County.
I think that's one of the sneaky best games of the week.
I do too, because I don't know if either team is outstanding, but they're not terrible by any means. I think we're going to see which team is ready to make a run.
And they both have extraordinary weapons offensively, guys who you will probably be considering for all area at the end of the year.
There you go. South Shelby at Harrisburg.
I have a really good feeling about South Shelby this year.
Okay.
I think that was the team that most positively surprised me in my camp visits with the new guys and some of the things that they're bringing back.
Mark Twain at Highland.
Good chance for somebody to pick up a needed early season win.
Grandview at Louisiana.
Last year, Louisiana fell to Grandview. I believe it was 54-48 for a district championship game. Louisiana had completely turned things around after that win over Mark Twain.
Yep.
The Louisiana boys, and we will drop that preview, are super excited to prove they're better this year.
North Shelby at Bishop LeBlanc.
So the number 3 team in the state in 8-man football will debut against a traditional power who has not been very powerful of late. I think North Shelby wins in a run over.
Knox County at St. Paul Lutheran.
Knox County's gone through a lot of changes. Every bit of scuttlebutt and intel I've heard is the offense will be different, but still very good. So I'm excited to see them.
Saturday's slate, we have 2 games.
Okay.
North Lawndale, or Little Village, as they're referred to on the IHSA website.
That threw the heck out of me.
It throws everybody. Nobody has a clue who Little Village is.
Somebody said Little Village, and I went, I think I know IHSA football.
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
It is the Phoenix of North Lawndale coming to town.
Okay.
To take on the Blue Devils of Quincy High School at Flynn Stadium.
Man, Quincy High School's really positioned now after last week to go on a nice little momentum run.
No doubt about it. And then Winchester West Central at Jacksonville Route.
2 teams looking for their first points. I think Winchester West Central obviously caught the Camp Point Central defensive buzz last week. I think they're really good. I don't know what to expect of Route because they played into a buzzsaw last week. I think both those teams are better than they showed.
I would agree. So should be a fun Week 2 slate. There is the Week 2 schedule brought to you by Schottenkirk Toyota. We will have the Schottenkirk Toyota scoreboard up Friday night as soon as I get home from my journeys and get everything typed in. We'll get it online and on the social medias for you. So it should be a great Week 2. We got Missouri games, Illinois games. We will be on both sides of the river covering multiple games. Our staff will be. We'll give you plenty of stuff to chew on Saturday morning.
Time to blitz, and we can't wait.
Look for him Thursday with Tourisms.
Indeed.
And we got lots to get to this week. So we want to thank our guests for coming in tonight, Jason Kilday and Sawyer Harshberger. And then on the Hess Auto Agency hotline with Wyatt DeGrave and Jeff Gishwinder, and then Justin Hutchins, the Palmyra coach, joining us at the Main Street Social House.
Awesome across the board.
Yeah, so make sure you check out the Main Street Social House if you want to watch games.
Neat place.
Especially, I think they're going to try to stream Hannibal games on Friday night if they can.
Yeah.
And then they want to bring you all the Notre Dame games they can so people in Hannibal can see Aeneas Williams.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
That
He's
guy.
kind of good. That guy,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we look forward to week number 2. We hope you guys do. Make sure you check us out. This will be online throughout the week.
Thank you for your participation.
Let's get the debate on and see what happens.
Great.
For Chris Dewar, I'm Matt Shuckman. This has been another episode of Monday Night Lights, powered by Farm and Home Supply.